Have you ever unplugged your phone but left the charger sitting in the wall outlet? Most of us have done it countless times without giving it a second thought. But then someone inevitably says, "Don't leave it plugged in. It wastes electricity and could start a fire." So, is that actually true? Or is it just another household myth that's been passed down for generations? The answer is a little more complicated than you might expect. Modern chargers are much smarter than the bulky power adapters of the past, yet there are still good reasons why unplugging them can be a smart habit. Today, we'll explore what's really happening inside that little charging brick, how chargers have changed over the years, and when leaving one plugged in actually becomes a problem. Right here, on History of Simple Things. The first household battery chargers were relatively simple devices that transformed wall voltage into a lower voltage using heavy transformers. These early chargers were far less efficient than today's models, often becoming noticeably warm even when they weren't charging anything. As portable electronics became more common during the 1980s and 1990s, manufacturers developed compact switching power supplies. These newer chargers were smaller, lighter, and much more energy efficient. Today, nearly every smartphone, tablet, and laptop charger uses this switching technology, allowing them to consume only tiny amounts of electricity while waiting for a device to be connected. Even when nothing is plugged into it, a charger isn't completely asleep. As long as it's connected to the wall outlet, a small section of its internal electronics stays energized so it can instantly detect when a phone or other device is connected. This tiny amount of electricity is called standby power, sometimes nicknamed vampire power. The good news is that modern chargers are extremely efficient. Many consume well under 1 watt while idle, and some use only a few hundredths of a watt. In terms of your electricity bill, leaving a single quality charger plugged in all year usually costs only a few cents to $1, depending on local electricity prices. So while there is technically some energy being used, it's far less than many people imagine. If standby power is so small, why do experts still recommend unplugging chargers when practical? The biggest reason isn't energy waste, it's long-term reliability and safety. Every charger contains electronic components such as capacitors, transformers, and integrated circuits. Although these parts are built to last, remaining connected to household power means they're continuously exposed to small voltage fluctuations. Over many years, this constant exposure can slowly age the components. Most quality chargers will continue working safely for a long time, but unplugging them when they're not needed can reduce unnecessary wear. One of the biggest misconceptions is that any plugged-in charger is automatically a fire hazard. In reality, certified chargers from reputable manufacturers include multiple safety features designed to prevent overheating and electrical faults. Under normal conditions, they're very safe. However, problems can arise when chargers are damaged, poorly manufactured, or counterfeit. Cracked housings, frayed cables, loose plugs, or signs of overheating should never be ignored. Cheap knockoff chargers sometimes skip important safety protections to reduce manufacturing costs, increasing the chance of electrical failure. If a charger becomes unusually hot, emits a burning smell, or shows visible damage, it should be replaced immediately instead of continuing to use it. Another reason not to leave chargers plugged in unnecessarily is protection from unexpected power surges. Electrical surges can occur during lightning storms or power grid disturbances. While many homes have surge protection devices, a powerful surge can still damage electronics connected to the outlet. If your charger is unplugged, it simply can't be harmed by a surge coming through that outlet. This is especially worth remembering in areas that frequently experience thunderstorms or unstable electrical service. A single idle charger won't have much impact on your electric bill, but households often have many chargers plugged in at the same time. Phones, tablets, laptops, smartwatches, toothbrushes, gaming devices, and more. Individually, they consume very little power, but together they can contribute to unnecessary standby electricity over the course of a year. Developing the habit of unplugging chargers you aren't using also encourages better cable organization, reduces clutter around outlets, and makes it easier to notice when a charger has become damaged or worn out. Have you ever noticed a charger making a faint buzzing or humming sound even when it isn't charging anything? In most cases, this isn't a sign that something is wrong. Modern chargers contain components that rapidly switch electrical current on and off tens of thousands of times per second. Occasionally, tiny vibrations from these components can produce a barely audible noise, especially in a very quiet room. While a soft buzz is generally considered normal, a loud crackling sound, frequent sparking when plugged in, or buzzing accompanied by excessive heat could indicate a fault. If that happens, it's best to stop using the charger and replace it with a certified one rather than trying to repair it yourself. So, should you rush around the house unplugging every charger? Probably not. Modern certified chargers are designed to remain connected safely and use only tiny amounts of standby electricity. The dramatic stories about huge power waste simply don't match how today's chargers actually work. Still, unplugging chargers when they're not needed is a sensible habit. It minimizes unnecessary wear, protects against certain power surges, eliminates even small amounts of standby power, and reduces the chance of problems caused by damaged or low-quality chargers. In the end, it's less about fear and more about good electrical habits. A simple pull from the outlet takes only a second, but it can help keep your home a little safer and a little more energy conscious. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.